Hi, and welcome to Libby Presents Ghost News Network. Today is our question of the week. Tom, what do you got for us?
So, question of the week this week is, how do your personal religious or spiritual beliefs influence you as a paranormal investigator?
Good question. Alright, well, when I first started the group, I wasn't super religious. Brought up Catholic, but not super religious. Didn't really go to church or anything like that. And I always had my doubts, per se. You know, you always wonder, is it real? So, after a couple of years going through like different lectures of demonology, doing research on my own, and I'm really doing research and finding out like when people get possessed, like it's not just, you know, you're bringing to church and that's it. I mean, they go under full psych evaluations. They try to figure out everything that it can't be. And then when you find out that person's not psychiatric or anything like that, they're not drugged out of their head or anything, and the only thing that works is when you call a priest and they're doing exorcism and that clears it out. That kind of really changed my whole focus. And that's when I kind of was like, alright, well, it's pretty crazy. So with just my beliefs and how I investigate, I don't provoke. Very rarely I'll provoke. I just feel like in that aspect it's, you know, if you're provoking something you don't know what's there and it bites back, what's going to bite back? And if it happens to be demonic, well, you might, you know, bite off more than you can chew by provoking. That's my style of investigating. I don't really preach, you know, religion or anything like that. I think that whatever your belief is religion-wise, I don't think one's right and one's wrong. I think they're all probably right in some form. But yeah, and that's kind of how vamped me to investigate how I do it. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Greek Orthodox, so I was raised Greek Orthodox, went to church as a kid, all that stuff. I'm very strong in my faith in God and my orthodoxy, but I never bring it into this. In terms of, I'll never base my religion on how we investigate things. I come in, especially when we're dealing with clients, I'll always gear an investigation based on what their religion is. Our approach on how we're going to do somebody's house, whether they be Jewish or Catholic or Hindi or whatever it may be. And we've been in those types of cases before. We're not going to go in and tell somebody, oh, well, you need a priest, you need to get holy water, you need to do this, that, the other thing. No. We come in, we do the science part of it first, and we say, you need to speak to whoever you need to speak to. A lot of times when we offer cleansings and things like that, we don't offer them in a religious aspect. They're done based off Native American traditions and things like that. So for me, in terms of how I approach an investigation, it doesn't affect me, but how I leave that investigation and how I treat my home after investigations is when my religion kicks in. Because now I have to protect myself and my family from anything that may have followed us home. So, for example, I bless my house every year, at least once a year, more like 2 or 3. I will go through the whole house and everything. You'll open up doorways, you'll notice there's little burnt crosses over every doorway in the house, and that's because we do that on Easter just to help clear it out. And I've noticed when I do those things, my activity in my house stops for at least a good 3 months, and then it slowly starts coming back. So, I mean, to me that works, but I believe in it. That's my faith. Like Mike was saying, I don't think anybody's faith is wrong or how they think is wrong. I think it's about the energy that you're utilizing through your faith that you're projecting out that has the ability to subdue or push some of these spirits away for a time being. But like I said, it never affects me while investigating. It's always an after the fact scenario. If we're going into a case with demonology, a little bit different. You have to have some form of religion going into a case with demonology because you're admitting that demons exist. So, you can't say, oh, I don't believe in, Catholic Church or Greek Orthodox Church or whatever that believes in demons, but I believe in demons. Because the whole basis of scripture and stuff that talks about demons is based on religion.
Right.
You can't say I don't believe in one, but I believe in the other. You can't pick and choose. Either you do or you don't. Maybe that's a closed-minded way of looking at it for me, but I just think
I mean, no, when
you
talk,
can't have one without the other.
When you talk
can't say,
demons and demonics, you're talking pure religion.
yeah,
A demon is a fallen angel. It's an angel that was cast
Yeah.
out of heaven. When you talk about that, I mean, it's one thing you might get it mixed up and say negative spirit or evil spirit.
Right.
That's one thing. But at the minute the demon comes out of your mouth, you're agreeing that's religious
Right.
based.
right.
That's the difference.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of people
Once-
kind of fall off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And you have to. Once you're going into a case like that, you have to be prepared from a religious aspect. You can go into a demonic haunt and not believe in any of that stuff, and it doesn't care if you believe or not. It will make you a believer. Been there, done that. So that's just my outlook on it.
Well, I was raised Christian. I had my communion and my confirmation and all that, but then it stopped from there on. Even my dog tags when I went to boot camp say no religious preference. But having encountered a demon in my dreams recently, I've had to alter my beliefs in a way that, like you guys were just saying, I acknowledge that demons exist, therefore I have to follow up on my beliefs. So I'm slowly getting back into the Christian religion and getting fluent in it, but I think I'm going to be at the point where I'm religious enough to deal with or to be able to identify a demonic haunt, enough to, identify it and refer somebody to someone who knows what the hell they're doing.
Right.
Which is what we would
Which
do.
is what we
Right,
do too.
yeah.
Yeah, we come across a demonic case, we're not just gonna be like, let's go. No, you need that support system, without a doubt.
But to pry back the curtain a little bit, having that dream with this demon days in a row, and then the only reason it stopped is because she gave me the prayer of St. Michael. I mean that's can't be a coincidence. It could be a mind thing. It could be a placebo effect. But if it is, then it's working. So
I'll take it.
Placebos work. I mean,
So I don't see a harm in it. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm getting back into it now. Didn't think I ever would, but kind of have to now.
I wasn't raised with any religion at all. My parents kind of forgot to baptize me, legitimately. And then I ended up going to Catholic junior high and high school simply because it was just local. So I got a little dose of it there. But I've basically been an atheist my entire life. As time's gone on, I've fallen more onto the spectrum of agnostic, because I have an issue with subscribing to any organized form of religion, because inherently people are bad regardless of what they're gonna be, a priest or not, or a rabbi or not. So I don't like taking orders. But in the realm of the paranormal stuff, that's where, like you guys were saying, if you're saying something's a demon, you're acknowledging that it's a demon based on out of religion. But then my question comes in, well, are they a Catholic demon? Is it a Muslim demon? Is it a Buddhist demon? How do you know and how can you tell? And does any form of religion, like a protection spell, let's say, saying the prayer of St. Michael versus doing a Native American protection, as long as you're subscribing to one form of faith, does that help you? And that's sort of where, one of the reasons why I like starting to become a paranormal investigator would be to see a demon, quote unquote, or something test me on that, and then I can start to formulate my own way of like, do I start believing this in a religious way?
Right.
So if I get a nice little scratch with 3 marks on me or something, then maybe I'll take it more seriously.
You hope that's all it is,
Yeah.
You'd
right?
be lucky if that's all it
Exactly.
was.
If I get body slammed to a wall, then we're like, okay. I grabbed my Bible, I started reading through it again.
You know, you don't have to be. You don't have to be an every Sunday church goer, because I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
To believe in what you want to out of your religion, it's
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Why it's more so figuring out which flavor of religion suits me best if I
Right.
need to go that way.
It's hard too, because like I'm raised Catholic, and the last time I went to church was probably when a family member passed away. Prior to that was probably when my niece was baptized or made her communion. I don't
Standard
go to
American
church.
Catholic.
I don't go to church.
Yeah.
I don't feel also that I have to go there, talk to a priest, and confess my sins
Yeah.
to be a good Catholic. I just that's not. I feel like I don't need a priest to do that. If I want to confess my sins, I can do that at home.
Yeah.
When I talk to God, when I pray, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk to the middleman. I can do this straight up. That's personally how I feel.
Mhm.
And whatever religion that falls under, I guess that's what I am. But I feel like that's personally how I am.
Yeah, they don't really do that in the Greek Orthodox Church. We
Right.
we pull
Yeah.
out the things, we pray, we ask for forgiveness of our sins, and then that's it. I mean, you can speak to a priest if you want to,
It's
but
just
there's not. It's
You don't
not
have to.
necessity. You
Yeah.
know.
Right.
That's just for your own thing if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not like in my religion. I've never come across anybody where like, oh, you need to do 70 Hail Marys
Right,
and blah blah
right,
blah
right.
in order to be abstained of your sins. If you really regret and mean your forgiveness, then as far as I'm concerned, it's not going to be.
Michelle, what are your thoughts?
Well, I was raised Catholic, and I went through the communion, and I did my confirmation and all that, and then later decided that, hey, I thought, being a witch would be cool. So, I am now, I went on that path for a while, and then I learned shamanism, so now I am a shamanic witch. So I have a lot to fall back on in a lot of different, I guess, genres, if you want to call it that. So I find myself in investigations using what I've learned with, as part of sensitivity and whatever, but I like to also use the scientific portion of it. So I try not to bring my religious aspects in it too much, because you can't prove a lot of your religious beliefs when you're investigating. So I like to be able to prove it. But I do fall back on them a lot.
For me, I was raised Catholic, very devout, family's still a lot more religious than I am. I've kind of gotten away from organized religion as I've gotten older. Like, I have my beliefs, but I don't believe in everything, like you were saying. And at this point, I'm a weddings and funerals Catholic. That's when I go to church. But enough of the beliefs were instilled in me from an early age. They're still there. I mean, I believe in angels and demons, and I didn't no reason to not believe it. And I have a healthy fear and respect of those things because of it.
Right.
As far as how it influenced me, aside from the fact I think I do have that built-in, fear of it, I definitely, when we are at an investigation or lead an investigation, I have a little something I say in my head to, whoever wants to listen to it. Whether it's actually going to someone, or if, it's placebo effect, it just makes me feel better, or if whatever I don't want to follow me is listening and believes it, because like you were saying, just because I don't believe something doesn't mean it's not true. So
Right.
I know enough to respect that theory as well. So, but I think raised the way I was, I think definitely does influence the way I look at things and treat things in an investigation. Whether, even if I'm not still,
Right.
current Catholic boy.
Yeah. Leon, did you want to add anything, or?
I've never been on an investigation yet, so I can't,
Not yet.
apply
Right,
it.
right.
But, I was kind of same situation as well. raised Catholic,
Mhm.
had a communion, had confirmation, and then it kind of just dropped off.
Right.
So I don't know, I don't really believe in anything necessarily. I more believe in that like energy exists when someone dies. I don't think it just disappears. I think that's why we're doing this.
Right.
So like you were saying, like demons, who's to say that it's a demon? We're putting that label on it.
Right.
So it could be anything.
Mhm.
So if there's negative energy, then there's good energy. So I think you
Right.
gotta pull from each side
Absolutely.
of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Good point.
It sounds a lot like you were in the exact same spot I was before I
Before
encountered
demon
a
infested your brain. So good luck.
Having those experiences changes,
Sweet dreams.
changes your outlook on how you look at things.
Mhm.
Changes your outlook on how you look at things.
I'm waiting to get body slammed.
But all right.
All right, well, that's all we have for our question of the week. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. If you haven't yet, give this video a like, subscribe, and share the video so that it can be seen by all the people out in the interwebs. That's all we have for today. If you have anything you'd like to say, you can just let us know, and we will talk to you on the latest edition of Ghost News Network. Until next time, take care, guys.